thank you and for returning back to us at Fox News 24. We return with a startling and different story. A child of 5 years old cut his head open while he was at home and was required to get staples in the top and middle of his head. The incident occurred in Nampa, Idaho on Southside Boulevard near Greenhurst Road during the middle of the night. It is reported that the child, who is a minor and his parents would not let us to release his name, shall be unnamed, received a deep laceration on his skull. We will take you through the events that happened as we know it as of now. The night unfolded because he did not listen to his parents and was not going to sleep as he was supposed to. He spent the night until that point messing around with his twin brother and playing on their bunk beds. They had constructed a fort of sorts on the top bunk with pillows and blankets around the outer area. I know, it's outrageous, but kids will be kids. Once they had been playing for a while, they took a break from their games. The child went to the bathroom, and it was at this moment that his mother states that something caught his eye. She describes it as a small mockingbird figurine on a limb. Not very much, but it intrigued the child enough that he took it and snuck it back to his room under his shirt. He placed the mockingbird under his pillow and went to look for a flashlight, which his brother had taken to go to the bathroom with because he was scared of the dark. This led to him not being able to look around with the flashlight and avoid confrontation from his parents by turning on the lights. So he searched for the flashlight in vain. This led to him cutting his head open and getting a 2-inch long scar on his head. While he was looking for the flashlight, he peered under a pillow and to see if it had been placed underneath on accident. It was broken from them messing around more and him possibly putting his head on there. It was while he moved his head out from underneath the pillow that he got the scratch on his head. His mother says his brother had come in the room and started to yell that he was bleeding, so she ran into the room to see what had happened to him. When they saw that he was in fact bleeding, his mom and dad tried to stop the wound and get it closed with a rag and some bandages in the bathroom. After asking how he had received the cut and not getting an answer from him, for he seemed to fear retribution and the backlash that would occur, they searched his bedroom and found the broken mockingbird figurine on his bed. She realized that because of this, the cut would be too deep for them to be able to stop alone and he would need stitches. His father took him to emergency room in Meridian, Idaho, where she believed that he would get much better treatment and as fast as possible. Once he walked through the door, they were able to see that he was bleeding quite profusely and able to give him the help he needed. They brought him into the back and put him down on a table, or medical bed, in a cubicle of sorts. There were many around the area, all white and gray, that had pictures of animals around it. It was there that they were able to help him and stop him from bleeding. As we all know, head injuries bleed quite profusely. The doctor that helped him had gray hair and was short, with strong features. He may have been the same height as me, but to the child he seemed a giant. He was able to put this red gauze, that was very sticky, putting it on him by laying it under his jaw and wrapping it around his head. They did this several times to keep it nice and thick and be able to staunch the bleeding. After this, they applied a local anesthetic or numbing agent to the boy, his head, in the form of a liquid, spray, or gel that they were able to rub in. It worked very quickly. Then, after that had happened and the anesthesia had set in, the doctors used a medical stapler with 2 prongs that was gray and with red crosses on the side, they say. They used this to close the wound with only a few, maybe 3 at most, or 4 staples to the boy's head in quick procession. They used it to heal, so that he would be able to heal and it would not reopen later. He would need to, however, come back later and get them removed after 3 to 4 weeks. And in the end, even though it was his fault that he got hurt quite severely and, well, his fault completely, the doctors give him a popsicle for being so brave throughout the entire experience that night. And it was delicious.